Good morning.
Good morning. Happy Monday.
It's happy Monday. It is Monday, March 15th. This is the John L. Scott Talent Talk, where we talk about what's going on in real estate. We always try to bring you a little bit of information. If you have been curious about anything real estate related, we will put them in the comments. And we also bring you always a special guest that is related to real estate in some way, something that will give you value today.
That's right. We definitely. And we're going to talk today about a program that we have called Market Ready Plus. And you have no idea probably what that is. So by the end of today's show, you are going to be enlightened and educated on some additional options that you might have if you're a real estate agent, or if you are a homeowner or even a contractor. Some different things that we are doing here at John L. Scott that are unique and innovative and a lot of fun in regards to having a lot of options, or an additional option when it comes to selling your home. So we're excited about this.
Yeah, one of the things is it is such a competitive market right now. And it's one thing people feel like you can just put your home on the market and it's gonna go. Well, you know what? That may be the case, but are you able to achieve all of your goals, get top dollar, and really shine against the market that's out there? Today, that is what we're going to address, a way that you can do that, get it done the right way, and maximize what you do.
That sounds good. So we have a trivia question before we actually get started into our introducing our guest. Jürgen, you want to tackle our trivia question?
Not physically. I mean, the whole desk is going to come down if that's the case. But I will put it on. The trivia question for today is, if you're looking for a lot of bang for very little buck, which room should you stay away from? So not which room should you tackle, but which room should you not address? And I saw that. There we go. A, bathroom. B, kitchen. C, office. Or D, bedroom. So if you want the best bang for your buck, which room should you avoid? Any guesses?
I'm going for, I'm going for the bedroom.
You know what? I think that's a very sound guess.
Yeah.
But we're interested in knowing what you think out there. Go ahead and put your answers in the comments. After we talk to our guests, we will get to it and we'll let you know. So hang on for the answer.
All right. And then we are going to bring our guests. This is super exciting. So we have two guests on today. And as we're talking about the Market Ready Plus program, it is our John L. Scott branded Market Ready Plus program, powered by ZingFix. And we're going to talk a little bit about that. We're going to bring our guests on to tell us all about what this is. And our guests come with a ton of experience in the real estate industry, in the contracting industry. One of our guests actually comes all the way from Ireland. And Jürgen, I know you're going to just eat this up because we are in that week this week, right? So, so we have our very special day today was we're talking about getting your home ready, some innovative ways to do this. And we have experts that are going to talk about it. So we have Mick, who is the CEO and founder of the ZingFix program that our Market Ready Plus program is powered by. And also Kevin, who is the COO, the Chief Operational Officer. They both are local, live here in the Northwest, and up north from us in Washington. And we are just really awesome. We're awesome. We're really We're really awesome. No, we're really, it really is about, staying local and having people that know our area. And that's what we do here. And so we're just really honored to be able to bring these guys on. They have a wealth of knowledge. They're amazing. It's going to be fun. So let's get Mick Purdy and Kevin Pazaski. That was a really long introduction. I was like, I can't stop talking.
I was actually starting to groove with the music for just a moment.
I thought you wanted us running in or something.
Right. Wrong music. It's supposed to be.
Yeah, either that or it'd be like a late night show. You should be coming out from behind the curtain. Hello.
Right. I know. We might need to change it up a little bit, right? So, well. Good morning, gentlemen. How are you doing?
Good morning.
It's so awesome. Like I keep saying that, but I'm just having a lack of words today because of the fact that, we're in a market right now where it's really, sellers don't even think, they need to do anything in this market time, a lot of times because of the fact that prices are moving up, buyers are waiving contingencies. There's a lack of inventory. But there really are a lot of options that our sellers have to do some of those repairs. And I'm actually I don't know if I'm kind of going off script here in regards to the first question, but you have a program that really helps to bridge the gaps. And talk about what you guys do and how, sellers can actually take advantage of actually getting some things done to get their homes ready.
Yeah. Like really, what is Market Ready Plus?
Yeah.
Okay. Mick, do you want to take that one or would you like me to?
Yeah, I'll jump in a little bit on this and then you can jump in as well, Kevin. So John L. Scott came to us at Zinc Fix and presented the Market Ready Plus program. We were unbelievably excited to be part of it. I think with our knowledge and what we do, partnering with John L. Scott made a lot of sense for us, and I think it made a lot of sense for John L. Scott. And hopefully, we're demonstrating that to the agents that have been able to use us. The process has taken many months. We started with Howard quite a while ago, and it moved on. We talked to Phil and some of the other players, and here we are. Kevin, do you have anything you want to add?
No, it's turned out to be an extremely beneficial program for homeowners. I can jump in now and talk a little bit about what we do as far as what home sellers can do without having to pay out of pocket. We do have a couple of great options, a couple of really good financing options, one through a conventional bank and one with a pay-at-close lender. Both those are simple processes that we assist the homeowners with on getting set up. Apply online, they get approved for whatever loan they need. It's typically the lenders will approve up to 1/3 the equity in a home, and we've found that most of our homeowners have been approved recently. It's been great to have a second pay-at-close lender that's assisting us with this. They're very generous with providing great loans.
Yeah, and just as clarification, what you guys have are empowering us to be able to do with the Market Ready program is help homeowners that are getting ready to sell their home. We all look around our home and go, what are the things that I would fix if I wanted to get this, if I wanted to maximize my impact on the market? It might be as small as, some, it might be paint or something very small like that. Or it could be something about doing a small renovation. You may need to get bigger repairs done, working on the kitchen, flooring. There could be a ton of things that would maximize the time and the impact on the market. And you guys help facilitates us helping homeowners get their home really ready to hit the market, right?
Exactly. It could be something as small as just doing the staging, financing the staging.
Yeah.
And a lot of times we'll get in there where they just want to do staging, and then we walk in and the homeowners will talk to us about, oh, we need some paint done, or we need some carpeting, we need some new laminate, landscaping. One of the questions I know that people typically ask is, what do we do? I feel it's, what don't we do? Yeah. We really do. We do just about everything. There's a few things we don't do, like pest control or foundations. We don't do, we wouldn't put an addition on. But it's those quick, easy fixes that we love to see people do. And I know you do as well, where you need paint. The house hasn't been painted in 20 years. You go in and you work on the paint, you work on the carpeting, cleaning, windows. Yeah.
Popcorn ceiling.
No, right. Yeah. Even new light fixtures. I mean, it's amazing what a new light fixture will do to a bathroom.
Yeah. Well, so one of the things, and I know, and I kind of have to apologize because the first question I wasn't very clear on, but honestly, just looking at, because Jurgen and I actually have some recent experience with our program, and as we've just rolled it out, we actually have started utilizing your services. And I know I can specifically speak on how an owner can easily sell their home in the as-is condition, but actually getting using the Market Ready Plus program, actually getting the work done. The seller doesn't have to come out of pocket any money. They pay at closing as long as they meet all of the qualifications. And literally the seller paid no money out of pocket and literally is in a position to net about $100,000 more than they would have after doing these repairs had they just sold it as is, even in the market that we're in. So, I mean, this is super powerful, as we're talking through this. Now, just a little bit, because, here you are, two guys, one from Ireland, I keep saying that, but I love your accent, Mick. I just love it. So you guys both, live in our area and have been doing business in our area. What's your background? Like, how did you get to start a company that actually fosters this type of service?
Well, I'll talk about that, and then Kevin can talk about where he comes from and his background. So I come from the restaurant industry in Ireland. When I was growing up, I worked in that industry. When I came to America, naturally, I worked in the restaurant industry, pouring drinks. Everyone wants to hear the Irish accent in the Irish bars. And then I kind of left the industry for a while. I went into the telecommunications industry, into the fraud department of all things, which is where I met Kevin, and we worked together for many years. I went back to the restaurant industry. I owned several restaurants for many years. And when I just, I didn't want to do that anymore, I looked at real estate, and I got into real estate. And during this entire time, I'd been doing my own contracting, my own work, helping friends out. I had studied architecture in Ireland, so I know a little bit about design and things like that. And as I get into real estate a little further, I noticed that it was definitely beneficial to have houses fixed up, worked on, looking, top of the range to get the highest dollar figure. I had a lot of contractors I knew from my time in the restaurants. I started utilizing them and having them work on my listings. I did find that, you have a listing, 1 month, and next month, maybe you don't have any, and then you've got a couple coming up, and to get the contractors to be available for me was at times challenging. I thought that I should just probably put all of my experience together and start a company that specifically helped agents get listings ready for the market. With this business, the contractors and I are more available because we're providing them a lot of work. They're putting us at the top of the list. So for that reason, it's been really a treat to work with them, and we have fantastic guys who work with. I love them all. I highly recommend them, and that's the genesis of why we started. And I brought Kevin in. I was kind of getting swamped, and my skill set is one that I needed someone like Kevin, who is more of an operations person who really knows how to dial things in with his background. And that's hence Kevin's here. We put the Paddy and the pole, Pizzaski and Purdy.
Yes, Mick brought me on board last July, and when he presented me the opportunity, he said, "Oh yeah, we assist homeowners with getting their houses ready for sale. Okay, and they don't have to pay out of pocket; they can pay at close." I'm like, "Oh, well, this sounds like a phenomenal idea." And since I've started with Mick, we've worked on many houses in Puget Sound, and I'm not in the real estate industry, but I do get the flyers every month from real estate agents where they show homes that are sold for $20,000 over asking, 25 or 30,000. And I've found doing this that the homes that we've assisted with, and the agents are listing these, that we're getting 100,000 more. We just did one in Redmond where the homeowners are retiring and they're moving down to Boise to be with their kids. The house went for 32% more than asking price. And we're seeing this all the time. It's crazy. We just worked with a John L. Scott agent in Kirkland on a townhome that I think Mick said he looked up comparables over the weekend, and this house, a similar condo, was sold for $100,000 less than what this one was just sold for only 4 months ago. So it's shocking what we can do to help a homeowner just really enhance the value of the house with not a lot of effort.
Yeah, no, it's great. The whole thing is being of service. That's what we want to do every time that we work with people. We serve people. We can, as long as we're finding people to serve, we're doing what we've been put on this earth to do. And what you guys allow us to be able to do with this service, like even when we talk about listing and going over list price, the confidence that we have to be able to price something more appropriately to the market conditions matters just as much too. Because if the home doesn't shine, it doesn't look great, you can still sell over list, but the price you come to the market at is going to be likely much lower. And there's a reason those factors will work in there. And I will say this, Davina mentioned that we both have experience using, the Market Ready Plus with Powered by Zinc Fix recently. And the experience I had was really fantastic. I mean, I called over, and after talking with the homeowner about some of the things that they might want to do prior to putting their home on the market, I called Amy and she's one of your gals, called her at like 4:30 to let her know, hey, first I said, I need something. A contractor wasn't available for like about a week. She talked and called me right back. Actually, he can be out there in 2 days. Oh, phenomenal. That was on a Friday. On Monday, had a quote, talked to the homeowner. And this was about 4:30 in the evening. The homeowner said, you know what? That sounds good. I don't have to come out of pocket. All I have to do is put this there. I'll pay out of escrow or when we close. Fantastic. So 4:30, let Amy know they're ready to go. She called them, and they worked it through, did an app. At 5:30, Amy called me and said they're ready to go. I was like, oh my gosh, are you kidding? That was a super great experience. Easy, and the work is being done right now. So I couldn't be happier. So one of the things, though, is everything else at the beginning, from the pricing, from getting approved, everything can be great, or it can sound great. But if you don't have good contractors, if you don't have the people in place that can actually perform, then it's all worth nothing, right? So how do you guys vet your contractors? Like, how do we know the quality of work is going to be there when it's all done?
Yeah, good question. We have expanded into Tampa. We had a partner that wanted us in Tampa, so I'll just use the Tampa experience. We vetted contractors in Tampa. We flew down there. We spent a week there. We interviewed them. We looked at their jobs. We looked at the work, checked their license and bonded, and we started using them when they met our criteria. Now, it was definitely easier for us here in Washington because we've experienced hands-on experience with these contractors here, and most of them are people that I've done business with for years. So it's pretty easy for me to know that these guys are rock stars and they're solid. Now, we are constantly adding to our portfolio, and a lot of it's word of mouth. It's agents that have good people. It's the contractors have friends that are contractors. We check the license and bonding, we check the work, we visit the site, we engage with them. With this Market Ready Plus program, we see it as our job, our opportunity to assist the agent to make it an unbelievable experience for the homeowner, for the contractor, even for the buyer. We want the buyer to come in and have that house that, well, this is great, we love it. And to do all of that, we have to make sure our contractors are top drawer. And yeah, will there be mistakes at times? Yes, that's going to happen. It's inevitable. But we will fix them and we'll make it right, and we'll stop using our contractor if something happens. But those have been kind of few and far between.
And
what did you say, Jurgen? You're muted.
You will fix it in a zing.
Well, one of the things that we do is we do communicate with the homeowners, with the real estate agents, and obviously with our contractors on a project plan. So prior to the project starting, they get the date that it starts, who the contractors are that are going to be there, the work that they're going to be doing. So if the homeowners are living there, they know exactly what's going on. There's less of an impact to them. They can plan around, oh, is the water going to be shut off Wednesday afternoon? We can make accommodations for that, right? So we set everything up so that everybody's in lockstep with the project.
Okay. Well, and that actually kind of leads to the next question, because there's, when you're getting a property ready to sell, and you see that there are some needs to the property, and not understanding, really how long the process is going to take. And with your process, there's like a property, not valuation, but the property can actually be, if there's equity in the property, then based on the owner as well, like credit or whatnot. So can you talk, because didn't really talk about that part in regards to qualification, and then also how long before we're actually ready to get the house on the market should we actually be contacting you to start this process?
I'll take the second part first, and then Kevin will take the financing part of it. There's two. I feel like there's two entry points for us with the Market Ready program. And I think the first part is if you're in a competitive situation with other agents and you're trying to win the listing, and one of the tools that you have at your disposal is Market Ready Plus, where the agent for Berkshire or wherever doesn't have that, we would come out and help you secure the listing. I mean, it's if we can help with that and we do a site visit, we give the homeowner some ideas of projects to do, we will do that to help you win the listing. And in the case where the agent's already won the listing and they will be listing it, then the ideal time for us to come in would be after the agent and the homeowner have talked about some of the basic things they want to do. We would come out at that point and do a site visit, or sometimes we can do a virtual bid if we get some photographs and if it's some basic things, and give the bid that way. But we're available to jump in at a couple of different stages in the process. Really, whatever. It's not cookie cutter that it works for every person the same way. So when they need us, we'll jump in. And given that we have a real estate background, and most of the people that work with us have kind of got some real estate background, we don't ever sell things that don't need to be done. So if we're walking through the house and the agent isn't there, which happens quite often, I'm not going to say, well, I think you should, do all this landscaping that doesn't need to be done. I mean, we want to, with the real estate background, we're looking at it as what is the biggest bang for the buck? The trivia question, right? What's the biggest bang for your buck? And we see it as our job to provide that biggest bang for your buck, and not just ramp up a bill. We have, I'd say in 50% of our jobs, we say, yeah, you don't need to do that. The homeowners, well, what about this, this, and this? I'm like, I don't think you need that. Save your money and do X, Y, and Z.
Great.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
I think you wanted to address again the financing options that we have. So there are three methods. There are actually three ways that a homeowner can work with us. They can pay out of pocket. So they can do 50% upfront and 50% at close for the projects that we do. Then we have a conventional bank that we also use, as well as a pay at close lender. And they're both super quick at going through the process and getting approved. We have our director of finance. If there's issues, she'll walk you through it. We've been real estate agents will be can even assist in the process too if the homeowner has any complications. But I honestly haven't had in the last 6 months. Haven't heard too many complications that we've had. It's gone quick. Yeah.
That's good. I mean, I can say the experience was good, simple, and easy on our side. And as we kind of get closer to doing a wrap with you, it's fun to talk to you. And, Mick, considering what is coming up on Wednesday, I could probably spend this whole time talking to you just about St. Patty's Day alone.
Yeah.
I won't, but I could definitely do it. Just keeping it to the Market Ready Plus program, though. There are two. Let me ask a double-sided question. One is, what areas do you service out here? Like, how far do you expand? You mentioned the Puget Sound. Somebody is interested in doing this with their home, and they want to know if their home is possibly a home that would be up for consideration. What areas do you service around here? And then what happens, Kevin, building on what you were talking about there, let's say our market right now is so incredibly strong that everything, because inventory is so low, really does seem to sell. Not very many homes come back off of the market. But what would happen if a home did not sell and it came off the market? So kind of a two-part question there.
Right. I can address if the home does not sell. Both options, financing options that we have, they would convert at the end of a year to a conventional loan. Yeah, that's it. Simple. Yeah.
Easy.
So you don't kick them out?
No, we do.
The Market Ready Plus folks take ownership of the house and it becomes a rental, and there's
spray popcorn back on the ceiling.
It goes back on.
Put it back up again. Yeah. Removing the trees. Yeah, we planted. No.
Yeah, and the areas we serve, Kevin, do you know a little bit about that?
Sure. We go as far north as Whatcom County now, so we're up to the Canadian border.
Wow.
We're working with the John L. Scott office up there. We have a list of contractors that we partnered with there, and we go as far south as Olympia, Lacey. We're even venturing out into the Kitsap Peninsula as well.
Great.
So wherever.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, wherever you have the contractors to service the properties, is that kind of the route that you're taking as far as your growth?
It's a little bit the other way. It's more where is the need, and we'll find the people.
Okay.
So you tell us. We're talking about going to Boise, for example. There's a need. We're getting some calls about doing stuff in Boise, so we're in the process of setting up to operate out there.
Okay. All right. And for agents, so we tend to work with contractors and have relationships with them. What if we had our own contractors? That's something that you can work with a different contractor, or do they have to specifically be on your team?
No, we can. If an agent has a great contractor that they just want to use and they love having that person, we can fold that person into our team if they meet our criteria. And I would imagine that if you've got an agent that's used a contractor a lot, they're probably pretty solid. It's not somebody you're finding in the online just one-time usage. So we would check their license and bond. We would check their work. We'd talk with them. We'd meet them. We'd see if it's a good fit. And probably will be. We ask them to sign certain documents and provide us with some insurance guarantees, and we just kind of start using them at that point. Yeah, pretty easy.
And I just wanted to add on to that really I've talked to Mick about this. I honestly feel that our greatest asset are our contractors that we have, and they're phenomenal people. They do quality work, and they love to work for us. So that's a huge plus, and that's why we've retained these contractors for the last couple of years. They're our greatest asset.
That's
agreed.
That's awesome.
Great endorsement.
Yeah. And there's the word again. Awesome. I think that's the word of the day for me.
You know what? We all need a word of the day.
Yeah.
And we do. Mick, I would love to ask you, because you have been a restaurant owner, a bartender in Irish pubs and restaurants for such a long time. I would love to ask this question of you about that, but I'm going to stick it to the Market Ready Plus program. I would love to ask you about what is the most unique, fun experience you've ever had at one of the restaurants. But I'm going to stick it to Market Ready Plus. You guys have been doing this for a while. Is there an experience or something you guys have done that really stood out or was kind of like one of those things that made you feel especially good that you can share?
Yeah, I'll talk a little bit about that. And this might sound sappy or whatever, but I was raised by my grandmother and I have a real affinity for elderly people. And when we get to go into an elderly person's home and help them out and do some work for them, and they're just so, they're so appreciative. It really provides a lot of satisfaction for me personally, and I think our company. It's really one of the best feelings, and I really take a lot of pride in really taking care of people. It's how we were raised, it's how we grew up, and it's important to me. Another story from a John L. Scott agent that was pretty rewarding was a gentleman getting divorced from his wife, of course, and it was in Puyallup. It was pretty ugly, and their house had some serious issues, and they couldn't agree on anything. We were able to get something worked out. We did about $40,000 worth of work, and they got over 100,000 more than list, I think. And to see the satisfaction there was pretty rewarding as well.
It's good. Yeah, it's all about service.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
People helping people.
Amen.
Yeah.
Well, golly.
You know what? I know we're going to wrap here in a moment. And considering, again, I cannot get away from the fact that Wednesday is St. Patrick's Day. Everybody will celebrate in their own way, or they won't. But hopefully they do, because we're starting to loosen some restrictions. We're able to be around each other a little bit more. And when we all raise our glass, we want to give a toast. And if being Irish, being engaged in all this, is there a toast that you go to that you can share with us?
Well, I don't really have a toast or a saying. We would just raise our glasses and say sláinte.
Sláinte,
which is cheers. And we clink our glasses, we fire a few drinks down, and we fire a few more down, and the stories start going, and then you go from R-rated to not so R-rated. It's kind of a process.
Excellent. So sláinte.
Sláinte. Cheers.
Cheers.
I like it.
That's pretty cool. At first, I thought you said cilantro, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Cilantro, yeah. Cilantro, yeah, close enough, yeah.
You know what? After a few drinks, they think you said it.
That'll work. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank you, gentlemen, for joining us. And we are looking forward to doing more business with you. Yeah. If anyone out there has any questions about our Market Ready Plus program, they definitely feel free to reach out and text and email, and we will definitely put you in contact with our peeps here, Mick, and we appreciate you, Kevin, for coming out, and we are really looking forward to doing more business with you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody. We're excited.
Yeah. Love that this is an actual real service that is hugely beneficial, and being able to go with something that is reputable, that we understand and has a huge amount of value. The confidence that we can give our sellers in what you do is tremendous.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. And you're doing it. We already see it. So thank you.
Okay.
All right. Take care.
Well, enjoy yourself.
Everybody.
After Wednesday, Mick, we won't try to catch a hold of you for a couple days.
See you next week. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
We'll see you later.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
You're so funny.
Cilantro. Now I just missed it. You said cilantro. Now Mick, I see you still back there. I'm going to bring you on just for a moment. Can you, cilantro?
Sláinte.
Okay, thank you. I had to get it right before then.
All right. Use it on Wednesday.
All right. Sláinte.
I'm
writing that down.
If you say cilantro, you're pretty close.
All right.
Oh,
so you know what? Now is a good time. Oh, actually, before we get to our trivia question, I looked at Mental Floss. I like Mental Floss as a site where I get little nuggets. I'm a very trivial person, so I like little nuggets. I did not know this, that if it was St. Pat, like we associate green with St. Patrick's Day all the time. But let's see. I'll just read from there. St. Patrick himself would have had to deal with pinching on his own feast day because though we've come to associate Kelly green with the Irish and the holiday, the 5th century's saint's official color was St. Patrick's blue, which is a light shade of sky blue. I would not have known that.
Interesting. I would not have known that either.
So, all right.
I don't think that's going to get you a pass.
No. I have my green shirt that I'm going to wear. It's still a button up, but I have my green shirt ready. I'm not going to get pinched on Wednesday. Yeah. As long as I remember it is St. Patty's Day on Wednesday. I may still get pinched.
You'll remember. You'll remember. All right. So our trivia question. If you're looking for a lot of bang for a very little buck, obviously in a remodel, which room would you stay away from? Is it the bathroom, the kitchen, the office, or the bedroom? And I think I'm going for the bedroom.
And I saw Nicole. Chrissy put up Nicole's comment of bedroom as well, and we will see in just a moment. Christy, do you want to tell us the answer?
Hey guys, good morning.
Hey.
Morning.
For today's trivia question, if you're looking for a lot of bang for a very little buck, which room would you stay away from? A, the bathroom, B, the kitchen, C, the office, or D, the bedroom? And the answer is the kitchen.
What?
Really?
Yeah. And then it says here, although it can vary from house to house, most people agree that the kitchen is the most expensive room to remodel.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense.
That makes sense.
And they're really talking that is not an answer that is a broad brush applies to every single home, because there are definitely homes that kitchen needs some improvement.
Mm-hmm.
But for the amount of money you can invest in a kitchen and what that return on the investment is going to be, I could see that, because they go from countertops and they want to get awesome granite or just this heavy stone countertops. Mm-hmm.
And new cabinets, I was just talking to a builder and they're like $30,000 for new cabinets in a kitchen. So,
they're made of gold though. So,
right. And it was a big kitchen.
They got the platinum trim.
Yeah. So it really, really depends. But you know, what's really interesting. So, hey, bang for your buck is use Market Ready Plus, and you don't pay till closing. And then, you probably will get that back. Who knows?
It's pretty amazing what they can do though, because you can make your house market ready and really make it shine. You don't have to go down to the studs, rebuild everything. It's just being very strategic about the things that you decide to bring forward. And it's not as much as you would think to bring a house up to date and give it much more contemporary or current look, so it really shines on the market. And that's what you're looking for. You're looking for your home to shine and the ability to create competition for your home.
Yep, absolutely. So this is good. Well,
yeah, so we probably have to wrap. We've got a couple of quick updates. So, Chris, if you want to toss those up there, we'll read through them real quick. Tomorrow, on Wednesday, the business meeting from 9 to 10 o'clock. We've got the RAMP program starting today. This is if you are interested in real estate and you want to get really engaged in your business, even if you're outside of our John L. Scott Talent Group, we would invite you in. It's going to be for 12 weeks, 1 hour a day from 1 to 2 o'clock. We're going to cover everything to help you be successful in real estate. Our goal is at the very least, you're going to have 2 transactions, but after that, your goal is to get 2 a month. And it's not because of just getting transactions. The more transactions you have, that means the more people you've actually been able to serve and the impact that you're able to make in your community with your family and your friends.
Yep. And it's all, it's virtual. So you can if you send us a message and you're interested, even if you're in the licensing class, if you're taking the class to become an agent, this is a really great way to get a jump start on your business. And so you're also welcome to attend, and it's free. So I want to say that it's on Zoom and it's free, and we'll send you the link if you just send us a message if you're interested in joining.
Yeah, the only cost is your commitment. I mean, just committing the time, we will bring you the value. Keeping it real estate, marketing branding class. If you are curious about, if you're confused about what is a brand, what you do with social media and how to bring this forward, this is phenomenal. We have 3 one-hour classes that are coming up along the way. You can check it out on our website. We have classes and events, I believe we call it. And if you click on there, it'll be all the classes are there for you. You can click on the class. You can register for the class. The first one of these we did, and the feedback was phenomenal. And you actually work on it right there, so you walk away with some progress. And that's what we're always looking for, every single day, making progress. Career night. Oh, when is the career night coming up? Do we have the date on that?
I believe it's the 30th.
Yeah, that's right around the corner, 2 weeks away.
Coming up. Yep. The last Tuesday of every month, we host a career night. So if you are interested, just a tad bit curious about what it takes to have a career in real estate, or how to even get into real estate, then this is something that you'll want to definitely take advantage of joining. And the classes from 5:30, we wrap up around 6:30. So it's fairly quick, and you've got a nugget, and you also have an opportunity to sign up for the licensing instructions. So join us. If you have any questions, just send us a message and we'll get back to you.
On Friday, Forms Friday from 9 to 10 o'clock. Big class right now because we just had a huge amount of form revisions that happened on the Northwest MLS. Be there. We're going over all those forms. If you miss a class, we'll catch you up on it. But I don't remember which one we're doing right now. But I mean, we had probably about 60% of our forms, if not of the forms that we use on a consistent basis, revised. And the revisions are very important to understand.
Yep, that's right.
We've got our market update on Friday starting at 8:30. Be there. If you want to know what's going on in the market, we will help you understand.
Yeah. And lastly, it's just make sure you check out our events tab on our Facebook page. We always have all these events and more, open houses, virtual open houses, other classes, clock hours, anything that you can think of. Check out our events page. We probably have it in there. We update it daily, so check it out.
All right.
And we'll close. We've got 2 celebrations this week. One is Ryan Fieldson. Happy anniversary tomorrow. And so we just want to wish you a happy anniversary. And then the other celebration that we're having this week, Jurgen, what is that?
Well, it is a little St. Patty's Day. So when we go, we'll play a little clip for you. Go ahead, watch it. It actually has a little, if you read, you can read. And I believe in you that you can. It has a little Irish blessing in the little clip behind. So highly encourage you to do that. We want to wish you a happy, safe St. Patrick's Day, a bountiful and blessed week. And we always go out by saying what?
Be bold.
I know, like, be bold.
Yeah, just a real quick. It's a declaration to yourself to step outside of your comfort zone. Do something that makes progress today. Don't be afraid. Everything good is just outside the line you're currently comfortable with. So declare to yourself on 3 to be bold. You want to count us out, Davey, or Christy?
I got it. All right, you guys ready? 1, 2, 3. Be bold.
Be bold. Bye. Love y'all. Guys. Now watch this.
Card meeting.